Hey, good morning. This is Brenda Devine from Discover Your Purpose. Hey, my topic today is lean in and lean out. And I'm going to combine the topic of work, purpose, and value. So I've been in commercial real estate for over 25 years. I started out in banking, and then I ended up in real estate by accident, but I love real estate. I love commercial real estate. And I'm an African-American woman, as you can see. And I've been doing this for over 25 years. So when I first started out, there wasn't many of me color. Definitely not a lot of women as well. Now there are more. But oftentimes I was the only one in the room. So I didn't really let that get to me. I've never really thought like, oh, I'm black, I'm a woman, I've never thought that. But it's interesting when you have your own mind, and I'm going to say this for the people who are in their careers, people who are in the middle of their careers, or maybe still even struggling with it. When you're working for people, and I've had a few, maybe 2 or 3 really good bosses, the balance of them, you just learn how to navigate the system, or learn how to, as I say, manage your boss. So I'm going to say that the majority of my career, I've always had someone sitting across the table trying to tell me who I should be, trying to tell me how I should be when they couldn't even manage their spot, but trying to tell me who to be and not knowing how to be an example. I'm going to say that if you are a Christian, if you have any measure of who you are, you're going to have to put on that hat of discernment and know how to listen, to pay attention to your surroundings, and listen to people when they are having conversation with you or giving you your review or assessment or such. Because people in the workforce try to use the correct words to imply and not necessarily directly say something, and you have to read between the lines as to what they're saying. And if you're not careful, you will allow someone to damage your spirit, damage your heart, damage how you feel about yourself, and maybe actually open yourself up to doing things at work that you wouldn't typically do. Things like not being ethical, not being following the pressure, the peer pressure, the politics. You'll find yourself in the middle of things that you don't want to be in. And I'm saying all this to say, when you're in your career, you have to really know who you are. You have to have some standards about yourself. You have to know what you will and will not do. You will find yourself in situations where you think you're going to lose your job if you don't do X, Y, Z, or if you don't please this person or please that person. And then the next thing you know, you've found yourself that you've sold yourself out, that you are no longer who you say you are what somebody else says that you are. So I'm saying this: if you're in your career, and we've heard this thing about lean in, I'm going to tell you that sometimes you need to lean out. You need to pull yourself back and assess the situation, assess who you're talking to. Take the long view, as I say. Don't just take the short-term view, but take the long view and see what's really at play. And adjust yourself accordingly. Be strategic, and always value yourself. Always promote yourself. Always market yourself. Always talk positive about your work. Now, if there's some things that you need to address and work on, that's totally different. You need to do those things. But if you know the value of who you are and you know the value of your work, Don't let anybody ever try to take that away from you, because you are only your name means everything. Your reputation means everything. Your value means everything. Your word means everything. So don't let anybody sitting across the table who doesn't know you, who doesn't know your story, who doesn't know your gifts, and really, majority of people sitting across the desk, they're not really interested in your story. They're not really interested in you. So don't be mad. Don't be. Just realize. Just open your eyes and pay attention, and have a level of discernment of where you are in your career and who you are talking to, who you are working for, what situation you're working in. And just be aware that you need to maintain who you are. You are a child of God. You have standards in your faith. You have standards in your life. Maintain those. Do not ever shortchange your standards for someone across the room trying to convince you to do something or be someone that they can't be. So this is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.